2020 has been wild, viruses, a lot of different things, but music wise, this has probably been one of the best years for music as far as like the pure amount and also quality of music that's been coming out. With that being said, I really wanted to take an early look and do some early predictions on album of the year. Any new album that comes out, people be like, yo, this is the album of the year, bro. Let's take a look at some of these past projects, and I'm gonna actually tell you the projects that I think have a serious chance of being album of the year. You know, I don't really want to get into too many numbers with all this stuff because I feel like that kind of, you know, doesn't really matter. But if I do bring up numbers, just know I'm bringing it up to brag on the artist. I'm not bringing it up to be like, this is why this album is better than this, because numbers cannot make something better. They just mean that it sold more. Better is subjective from me and you know what I mean? Let's first start off with the oldest project on this list, which would still be eligible in this group. Dropped in December of 2019. Roddy Ricch's Excuse Me for Being Antisocial. Y'all all know the project. Y'all all know the song Box. That project was super cohesive, and Roddy was a fairly new artist. He had like 2 projects before, which are honestly fire. It lasted the test of time. That album is great, production wise great. If you really connecting with your fans and you're really saying something and people are hearing what you're saying and get a message out of it, then your music will last. Roddy Ricch's Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial is definitely one of those projects where I feel like in his catalog is definitely going to be memorialized, obviously because of the success of Box, but I just think what that did for his career, the effect it had in the music industry, in my eyes, Roddy Ricch's Please Excuse Me for Being Antisocial is definitely one of the top albums, hip-hop wise, cohesive wise, that came out in the year. I mean, obviously 2019 in December, but it still fits into this category, and I feel like it definitely has a chance. He did a great rollout. Obviously he went on numerous shows after that, so I think that's going to be in the running for sure. The next project on this list is Legends Never Die by Juice WRLD. Like I said, I am going to mention numbers only to brag on the artist. Legends Never Die by Juice WRLD is actually the most successful the posthumous albums. That's the most successful one ever. First week numbers were crazy, 500,000, so 479,000 first week sales. 17 songs were on the Billboard Top 100, and 5 of those songs were on the top 10 charts. They actually said only 3 other artists have done this, or actually only 2 other artists have done that, which are Drake and the Beatles. Juice is definitely in a league of his own when it comes to that. Even, you know, no disrespect, Pop Smoke's album was looked at as the bar, and it was the bar, and then Juice's album came out like 3 days later and just blew that all out of the water. This album I listened to like literally a month straight after it dropped, like no exaggeration. Juice's fan base was already super big. The masses might not have known it, but as far as in the industry goes, he has a track on the album called, I think it's like the story of Juice or something like that, where it's just literally video clips of reporters, radio anchors, producers, engineers talking about how Juice would literally go in the studio, one take a song, do 3 versions of the one take. Now he just asked the producer to pick which one you want. Not like pick the best parts, like they're already all full songs, so just pick which one you want. Like, this dude was super talented. Obviously y'all have seen his freestyles. Dude freestyled for an hour straight. He's done it multiple times. Freestyling, he definitely is like the best freestyler rap has seen, period. Like, this dude was definitely special, and when you can freestyle to that level, obviously when you write, it's going to be a lot easier, and then the end result is something that makes you feel like he's talking directly toward you. That's special. This kid was definitely special while he was alive, and in death still special. And Legends Never Die, I feel like it connected with so many people, and just the sheer number of, you know, sales is, I feel like, can play a part. I feel like it should play a part, especially since he's not really here to do any rollouts or anything like that. I get it, album sales get boosted when people pass, but this kid was extremely successful, and I think it deserves to be in this list for sure. Next up on my list is The GOAT by Polo G. The GOAT by Polo G is what I like to call Twitter acclaim. A lot of different albums were coming out around this time. EA had just came out, High Off Life had just came out, Wanna had just came out. Polo G, people were saying like, no, Polo G's album is better than all of those. I realized that they weren't wrong. It definitely is in a league of its own, especially Polo G being from Chicago, and Chicago being known for a certain sound like pioneering drill. Obviously he's rapping over trap beats and all this different type of stuff, but just his flow, his delivery, it's new, it's fresh. It doesn't sound the same. Like if you put all the artists in his class in a playlist and played his songs, you could tell that it was him, because it's just something about it. It's just something about his flow. It's just something about how he says stuff. It's something about the beat selection that sticks out and points out to you. He has songs on here like Wishing for a Hero, which is flips that old classic Tupac song. We got Trials and Tribulations, No Matter What, I Know, and Flex. So the content of this album was really, it was there. A lot of projects lack that, and you don't have to have that. You can make up for that in the beats and the flow and whatever, but it's definitely evident when it is there. And in case of Polo G's GOAT, it was definitely there for sure. And I feel like this project definitely elevated him in his city and just in rap in general. He is going to be taken more seriously because of this. In his case, it definitely was noticed. It premiered or debuted at number 2, so obviously the album, you know what I'm saying, it got up there and it did what it was supposed to do. So Polo G's GOAT, I definitely think that this album deserves to be in talks for album of the year, especially for a young guy, one of the youngest out this group, and him and Juice are kind of in that same age range. So yeah, I really like this album a lot. And the thing about these albums that I've talked about, the replay value is extremely high. You can still go back and listen to it, and it doesn't sound dated. It doesn't sound like, oh, that's what I was on back then a couple months ago, but it doesn't connect with me anymore. Now it still sounds like something that can still touch me and help me and get me in my vibe today. Next project on the list is My Turn by Lil Baby. So this project spent 33 weeks on Billboard. That's a long time, bro. That's almost the whole year. This is the first album of 2020 to go double platinum. And obviously, songs like We Paid, Whoa, Heating Up, Grace, Emotionally Scarred, No Sucker. Lil Baby is definitely in his prime right now. I don't think it's a reach to say that. I think Lil Baby is really zoned in. Lil Baby is definitely the hottest artist on QC by far. Even without the Migos features, without any real features from anybody on his label, he's been able to pretty much outpace all of them. And it's because of the fact that he is so genuine and he's just himself. A lot of people call him the new Wayne, and he really is the new Wayne, because kind of just like the format of Cash Money, a young guy coming up that was just so true to himself that a lot of people connected with him. Baby is the same way, bro. Like he's probably the normalest rapper, the most normal rapper as just a person wise. His goal really was to get money. He already had money before rap from the streets. All he was focused on was getting money. But rap just so happened to be another way for him to get money. And he said he could not see himself being a normal artist. He always saw himself, if he was going to do it, was going to be at the top. He had to be to where he is now, or he would not be doing rap. So when you hear guys say stuff like that, that's when it was just meant to be. It was just written in their story for them to be where they are, obviously based on past things that they went through and situations that they had to overcome and talent. It was just meant for Baby to be what he is today. Baby's My Turn, this album definitely, it's literally filled with hits, bro. It's filled with bangers. All of them are done super well. We Paid probably might be the song of the year by the end of the year if Drake doesn't drop some stuff that just blows it out of the water. But that song has been on repeat on the radio like every day. People have been playing it every day. Super playlisted. Whoa. Even before Heating Up, we had Whoa, Grace with 42 Doug. We got Emotionally Scarred, which was another single that went dumb. No Sucker. Like, bro, the amount of hits that he was able to put on this album, and it didn't feel like I'm chasing a hit. That's just Baby's style, and that's just Baby's steez, and he literally has been getting better and better and better and better and better. My Turn definitely is one of the top contenders for album of the year in 2020. Let's get on to which album I actually think is going to be album of the year. It's pretty easy. My Turn by Lil Baby will be the album of the year. If it's not the album of the year, I'm actually never ever watching the Grammys ever again. My Turn, by far, I feel like even in the game, he played the game the best. As far as the sales are there, the certifications are there, singles are there. Then we got videos. Then we got rollouts. Let me know what you guys think is the album of the year, or let me know what you guys think is your album of the year. What's your album of the year? Give me the reason why. Let me know what you guys think about those projects. Are they still relevant? Are you still bumping them? I do still listen to songs from each of these, but as a whole project, are they still relevant? Do you think they should be in talks for album of the year, and if so, why? That's in the video. If you like it, leave a like. Obviously subscribe to the channel so we can go up, and leave video ideas in the comments as well. Let me know what you want to see. I always respond to all the comments, so if you want to flame me or get at me, do whatever you want to do. That's it. I'll see you. I'm out.